CNN has finally taken a bold, brave step that they really should have done the day after hiring him and have fired Rick Santorum from its contract, from being a commentator with them, a senior political commentator somehow. See, got the title of senior, over his comments made about Native Americans. And on Saturday, a CNN senior executive told HuffPost that the network quietly ended its contract with Santorum this week. The executive, who requested anonymity to speak openly, said the decision to cut ties with Santorum came after he went on one of the network shows, Cuomo Primetime, to explain himself shortly after he made his racist comments. He blew it, said the executive, and after that, nobody at the network wanted to keep him around. You gotta wonder what he was doing to charm everyone before these comments.
Was he going back to the candy thing? Was he supplying the whole office with like a luxurious selection of candies? Like, was he a very popular guy around there? Because look, one thing that is an undeniable Native American contribution to American culture is getting Rick Santorum removed from CNN. And even Rick Santorum can't deny that. Even Rick Santorum can't deny that. There is one tangible, immediate, large contribution to American culture. But yeah, considering all the things he said about gay people, yes, that didn't get him canned. Women, that hasn't gotten him canned. What he said about people on the left, leftists, progressives, none of that got him canned. I really have to say, kudos to the Native American activists, organizers who got this accomplished, because they did what so many other groups couldn't accomplish, which is get Rick Santorum off the air. I just got to applaud them. Good job,
absolutely. Guys. Absolutely, and just a little bit more context on that. So this is thanks to indigenous-led groups teaming up with several Hollywood celebrities for a day of action to pressure CNN to fire Santorum. They held a day-long tweet storm with the hashtag #RemoveRick and a Twitter chat with Native journalists to talk about the impact of Native erasure in the media. They also circulated an open letter to CNN executives with more than 120 signatures from Native leaders, actors including Joaquin Phoenix, Ed Helms, Mark Ruffalo, Piper Perabo, and Sarah Silverman, educators and artists. So sometimes Twitter works out. Sometimes it comes for the right people, but of course, it'll be more cancel culture, as I say, cancel culture from the right. In reference to Aaron talking about all the other things he said, and the fact that CNN hired him in 2017, you guys. This is after well-documented bigotry. And I want to ask Aaron what she thinks about like why networks have to hire these kinds of people. But just going back, okay, so this is not the first racist stuff he said. On African Americans, he says, I don't want to make black people's lives better by giving them somebody else's money. I want to give them the opportunity to go out and earn the money and provide for themselves and their families. Oh my God, almost like they're children and you know better. He said on Social Security, he said it's the design is flawed, but having said that, the design will work a lot better if we had stable demographic trends. The reason Social Security is in big trouble is because we don't have enough workers to support the retirees. Well, a third of all young people in America aren't in America today because of abortion. It's because 1 in 3 pregnancies end in abortion.
Okay, first of all, he's half right. Demographic trends are saying that are not trends that could support Social Security as we know it. But here's one way to increase the number of workers: let more immigrants in. Let more immigrants in. Like young immigrants who want to come to this country and work, we should be letting more of them in. We should be making it easier for people to become citizens. Also, 1 in 3 known pregnancies ends in abortion, but 1 in 3 known pregnancies that is wanted ends in miscarriage. Like the body naturally decides. Also, the assumption that the assumption that every single abortion would result in a child and all of the children that were born after an abortion would also have been born is ridiculous. Like a person who has an abortion at 18 probably wouldn't go on to have another child at age 32 because they had that kid at 18. Like it's such a look.
I didn't know where he was going with this, but then when it ended in because abortion, you're like, all right, there we go. It's like curtains close and scene. We know that was coming. But And it's all been out there in the open. And I have a question, like, CNN's hired Kayleigh McEnany, who then went on to be, the press secretary, the last press secretary, the best press secretary, all right? Like the most North Korean propagandist press secretary for Donald Trump. But why? Like my question is, do you feel like CNN needs some sort of fill-in right-wing commentator? Because I feel like MSNBC has like Republicans who are Republican in like 2009. And CNN has Republicans who are Republican in like 2017, like 2016 or 2014 more, like they were relevant then. Both I don't care about, just gonna lay that out there. But I'm wondering like, why do we even have to have someone like Rick Santorum on CNN?
I guess just like think about the people who watch cable news and the people that have it on all day. Like a couple weeks ago, I went on a cable news show and I got several text messages and emails from people over the age of 50 letting me know that they'd seen me on TV. Like I feel like the demographics that tend to watch TV specific news tend to be like a little bit older, and they kind of live in an age where they believe that bipartisanship, the illusion of bipartisanship, is still a thing. So I think that they believe that things are more balanced if they have Republicans on their TV, even though I don't see the value in trying to find balance between truth and untruth when one side is trying to be true-ish and the other side just has a complete disregard for facts. There is no middle ground for that. But
and especially when you consider how big the big tent party is, how broad Democrats are. There are many moderate Democrats, and you could easily have a robust discussion between moderate Democrats and actual progressives or leftists, right? Like, and that never happens. I'm fine with Republicans on CNN or MSNBC, but like make that their hour. Like be like, and now we listen to a Republican sound off about a dark lord who is dropping cues about when Trump will become president again. Like do that and then push back on them. Like I'm fine with just having like a round table of ridiculous Republicans. But I'm not fine with like the constant like touchstone of, okay, but where is Santorum at? So we know where like the rest of America is at. Get out of here.
For more political news breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/The Damage Report. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.